I think I would have maybe tried trusting Kuzi a little bit more. I have so much respect for Kuzi as a player. She was definitely the MVP of the season, I think, as a fan and both a player. And so I think if we were able to bridge a relationship a bit differently, or if I told her multiple times during my HOH week, if she had come with that information that she had just a little bit earlier, it would have really opened my eyes to a different side of her game and make me more comfortable to bridge something with her alliance wise. Oh, okay. So I think number one to get my vote, even though I am still a little salty about it, is Ty. I think he's been in a position multiple times in the game where he's had to really come out with those wins. And let me tell you something, those competitions are hard. You can see me struggling most of the time in them. So I have a lot of respect for his aggressiveness in those challenges. So he would be number one. Cece, if she makes a good argument, I would love to give her my vote. There's some things about her game that left me feeling a little bit iffy, if in all transparency. So she just need a good argument. Daniel C, lovable social player. However, I would want to really see how he played the game throughout the whole time, and what moves he was in on. And hopefully he can pitch it well enough to have my vote. Anika, her game to me was always, we were on a different page game wise. She plays the game very differently. I know she is behind the scenes like I was. However, I feel like she has a little bit more sneakiness and lying involved. So she'd need to take a lot to sway my vote for sure. Definitely looking back, I would say Dan, and again, a bit stronger with Kuzi. I had something with Kuzi going on and we had a lot of respect and love for each other in the game. However, there was a big part in the middle of the game where I was kind of like left to my own devices to try to figure things out. And I felt like I didn't have that stronger connection with her. So definitely Kuzi, but Dan S is definitely someone, before he told me I was his target on his HOH week, I would have loved to work with him because he was so phenomenal at competition wins and getting that in. And I think with my strategizing, I think we could have made a dynamic duo for sure. Yeah, this is like a huge one. I think I gave a lot of my loyalty to the Girly Pops. A big problem that I had with players in the house was that they were like, you're not giving your loyalty. And I'm like, because when I give it, I 100% give it. So after the Fatal Feast, I was really rocked with that. I was very emotional after it. It really shifted my perspective of if I was playing my social game well and doing it enough. I felt like I helped a lot strategy wise with the Girly Pops. So to have them kind of instantaneously in front of my face cut me on that chain and leave me in a vulnerable position definitely made me think that I had to start repositioning myself in the house with other people. Obviously, my girl Nene. I feel like it was so traumatic the way she left. Everybody was so emotional about it, myself included. Specifically, I was just so shocked with how it played out. So I definitely want to show up and see her and explain everything to her and see where her mindset is at. And also, even though, you know, she's probably not the happiest with me, I'm always happy to see Kuzi. I love going in there and talking to her and chatting with her, and I would love to get her perspective on my game, her game, how everything played out. Oh, let me think about this one quickly. You know what? I don't think I regret evicting anybody at this point looking back, except Kuzi. Kuzi's the only one I would toggle between with, and that was a really hard decision to put her up in the first place. Everybody else, I was trying to knock numbers off of the guys' side because I had a really strong notion that they were working together, and it made it better for my game. It made it a little bit more of an even playing field in the competition side. So I don't really regret knocking anybody out. I think they really helped me center the Girly Pops better together and keep everybody focused on the main goal, which was to get to the end.